Stop waiting for January to change your life. This right now is your time to level up. If you are tired of feeling stuck, if you're tired of coasting through the end of the year, and you're ready to start showing up as the best version of yourself, then you are in the right place, okay? This is your guide to crushing Q4 and setting yourself up for an amazing 2025. So let's get it together, ladies. No more waiting for the new year. It's time to step into your power right now. This video is for all my corporate girlies out there who's ready to level up. I'm gonna walk you through setting some goals, getting your routine together, and also owning Q4 to set yourself up for an amazing 2025 so you can walk into the new year like the boss that you are. So let's get into it. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is Alex and welcome to my channel. I am a 36-year-old married mom of 2, and I also work from home full-time in marketing. I'm a senior marketing manager for a tech company. If you like motivational content, this channel is all about growth, lifestyle, and womanhood. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. So first things first, when it comes to goal setting and, building out your plan for the new year, let's focus on what worked and what didn't work. 2024, what did you crush this year? And what, if you're being honest, this year did not go that well or as planned? Like, let's just be real with yourself. This isn't about beating yourself up. It's not about having a pity party. It's about knowing what worked and what didn't work so that you can make better moves going forward. For me, I know personally I had a couple wins in my career, but girl, there were definitely moments where I made a few mistakes. I let things slip. I wasn't prioritizing what mattered. It's normal and it happens, but now is the time to acknowledge those things so we don't take that same energy into the new year. My goal for this year was to map out my next step in the company and position myself as a thought leader, as a strategic planner. I want to position myself for a raise and a title change. I've been at my company for 2 years now. It's time. So I focused on presenting like fully developed campaigns to my team, whether they were implemented or not, and some of them were. I wanted to be looked at as somebody who had great ideas, somebody who's always thinking and planning and looking at the bigger picture. I wanted to position myself as a strategic leader. And go me, clap for me. As of now, I have been able to achieve that, guys. I have been able to land myself a title change and more money in my pocket. But also, in that same vein, I did make some mistakes this year. So as I mentioned, I'm over marketing campaigns. So 360 campaigns, that's email, digital, social media, everything that goes together to make a campaign run. Now, there were some times this year where some of my emails had mistakes. Maybe it was a grammatical error. Maybe it was, the header says EDT, but I just put ET for Eastern time. Mistakes like this happen. It's looked at as a big deal because companies want to be represented perfectly every single time something comes out with our logo on it, correct? But I did not sit around and just wallow in my mistake, right? If I ever make a mistake at work, what I try to do is, number one, take accountability. Yes, I made a mistake. Apologies. That's completely on me. But here's what I'm going to do moving forward to prevent mistakes from happening. I put together a checklist before any email goes out. Check, make sure this is all right. After I check something for myself, I then send it to my team and have them check me as well. Check for grammatical errors, check for, does it sound right? Does it flow? Does everything match in the body of the email and the header? So when my leaders look at me, they're not gonna look at somebody who made a mistake. They're gonna look at somebody who made a mistake, but what they did was put processes in place to prevent that from happening again. So not only am I positioning myself as a strategic leader and as somebody who has great ideas, I also made myself known as somebody who is accountable and somebody who can implement change and pivot quickly when something like this mistake occurs. Like, I'm human. Mistakes happen, but it was just so important to me to demonstrate accountability and have a proactive approach to course correcting. Like, you have to be accountable at work. So take a minute, either mentally or with your journal, maybe jot it down in your notes. Write down what you're proud of this year that you achieved, and also write down what you feel you need to work on. And we're gonna start here because reflection is really how we're gonna make these mindset shifts. We have to be honest with ourselves. Did we do everything we were gonna say that we were gonna do this year? Did we not? What happened and what knocked us off course? Now, just because it's Q3 does not mean that it's time to slow down. We are quickly approaching Q4, and Q4 is actually where we plant the seeds for the new year. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm gonna start fresh in January, my New Year's resolution, no. Let's start setting those intentions right now. Girl, we do not have time to wait. No, we don't. We have 3 months to play with. 3. That's it. Pick 3 things. Focus on prioritizing those 3 things. For me, I'm prioritizing organization. I mean, I have a family. I have 2 small children. I have corporate work, and I also have this YouTube channel. So I'm gonna be focusing my Q4 on organizing my calendar and maximizing my time so that I can hit all of my personal and professional goals. I have to focus on making the best out of the time that I have, because honey, I don't have too much time, okay? I don't have too much free time for myself. So pick something that's gonna make you feel good and make you feel proud when you look back at your Q4 2024. So in January, when you look back and say, well, did I just BS my way through the end of the year, or did I really put some goals together so that I can make sure 2025 day 1, January the 1st, baby, when that clock hits midnight, I'm up and running with the plans that I have set forth for myself. So let's talk about goal setting. Not just any goals. We're not just setting any random, let me write down a goal. No, we are going to be using SMART goals. So you may or may not have heard about SMART goals, but we're going to keep it simple. SMART stands for specific, and then there's measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So let me break it down with some examples for you. Let's say you want to prioritize your health, right? Gym is life. 2025, you like, I'm going to be in the gym, I'm going to get fit. It's my year. So instead of just setting the goal of, I want to get in shape, a SMART goal will be, I'm going to work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes until the end of March. You see how specific that is? So now you know exactly what you're aiming for. 3 days a week, 30 minutes each until March. So remember, we're not overwhelming ourselves. We are only picking 3 goals. 1 personal, 1 career-based goal, and 1 self-care goal. Because baby, we need balance. We not just fit to work for the man and have no time for ourselves. No. That's not what we do on this channel. That's not what we do. So for all my moms out there, maybe your personal goal is to carve out more time for yourself. For my single ladies, maybe it's about taking that course or picking up that hobby that you've been thinking about, but you just never got around to doing it. It's not about having a million goals. It's about having specific goals that are meaningful and attainable and that are going to help move you forward. Now, to hit these goals, you got to get yourself a routine. How many times have we said, I'm going to do this, and we don't do it? We need routine. And I'm not talking like a crazy hustle, no. We are not overwhelming ourselves. I'm talking about sustainable habits that work for you. Keyword, work for you. A solid morning routine, a solid evening routine can make all the difference. For me, I am committed to waking up an hour earlier than I normally wake up every day, Monday through Friday, from now until the end of the year. Try starting with something small, maybe like 10 minutes of mindfulness practice early in the morning, 10 minutes journaling before you start your day. End your day with a wind down routine. Keyword routine. So this is something you're going to practice doing daily. Take time to reflect on the day. Set your intentions for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to work for you. Even if it's just dedicating 30 minutes in the morning to yourself. That's it, 30 minutes to yourself, just you, no noise, no distractions, no iPhone, no scrolling at the beginning of the day. That small shift can help set the groundwork for much bigger goals. We need discipline and we need routine. For me, in the past, before I really focused on, okay, quarter to quarter, what's my plan? I just really felt kind of sloppy at work. Now, did I look sloppy? No. But did I feel sloppy? Yes. Like, I felt like I was rolling into each quarter like, okay, month to month, what kind of campaign am I going to come up with? You know, depending on your job, you know, what am I going to do in Q3? How am I going to set myself apart? I was really just tired of feeling like I was chasing my tail. I was tired of being reactive. And anytime you're at work, being proactive is always going to be viewed more positively as reactive. Companies want young people with ideas. Companies want people to speak up. And even if they don't want it, you gonna give it to them, because guess what? That's gonna set you apart from your neighbor. How are you setting yourself apart from every other person that's walking through that door? Do your leaders know your name? Do they know what you do? Do they know who you are? If they don't, then how do you expect to get a raise? How do you expect to get that new job that's open on John's team, and John worked 4 offices down from you and he doesn't even know who you are or what you do or how good you are at it? We need to be shouting our accomplishments to the rooftop. We need to be letting our work speak for itself. And how are we gonna do that if the work that we're doing is not organized, it's not planned out, and it's not thought-provoking? How are we gonna influence people and lead at work if we're not taking the steps needed to actually be a leader? It's not possible. Leaders plan, leaders strategize, leaders set their goals, and they hit those goals. The same way a vision board works, this is a vision board for your career. What do you want your career to look like in the next 5 years? You hate what you're doing right now? Okay, I understand that. But what are you doing now that's gonna get you to where you wanna be? That's what setting these goals and setting yourself up for an amazing 2025 early is all about. We're not gonna wait. We're gonna start right now. It's so easy to get off track, especially when your life gets busy. You know, you got your kids, you have work, family, parents, friends, everybody's pulling you in different directions. But let me remind you, this is not about being perfect. This is about progress. If you miss a workout, don't give up on the week. If you miss today, don't say, well, it's over, I'll just skip tomorrow too. No. If you miss a deadline, don't spiral. If you miss a workout, don't spiral. Adjust, regroup, and keep it moving. I mean, find a system that's gonna hold you accountable, whether that be an accountability partner, maybe it's a planner, maybe it's an app, or maybe it's just you subscribing to this channel, baby, because I'll hold you accountable. Trust me. Trust me. I personally love the Notes app on iOS. I really use Siri for what she was intended for. Like, the girl's my personal assistant. I have to tell her, remind me in 30 minutes to stop this activity and start that activity. When I have an idea, I don't care if it's in the middle of the night, I will jot it down and I will set a reminder to remind myself in the morning to go back to that note and complete the thought that I had. This helps me stay on track. I have a to-do list in my iPhone. When I'm telling you, use the tools that you have to keep yourself on track and hold yourself accountable, because Nobody else is gonna care about your goals but you, right? What systems can you put in place to keep yourself on track? Think about that. And let's not forget the power of saying no. Boundaries, sis. Like, boundaries are your best friend. If something is not aligning with the goals that you set forth, or this is not aligning with the energy that you want to walk into 2025 with, it's a no. And it's a no right now. It's not a no in Q4. It's not a no in 2025. We are starting those habits right now. I remember saying yes to way too many things in my last job. I mean, like I said, I like to set myself up as a thought leader when I'm in corporate. Like, honey, I want to be irreplaceable, okay? But in my last role, I took on way too much. I was a marketing manager. I was the leader of the Young Professionals organization, the employee resource group that we had at my job. I was on the board of the Technology Association of Georgia, and I was pregnant. I was getting ready to give birth. So when I came back from maternity leave, I was like, sorry, but can't do it anymore, you guys. I'm not going to overwhelm myself to where I can't hit my goals. I can't get the things done that I want to get done because I've overcommitted myself or stretched myself way too thin. It's okay to say no, and no is an answer. After learning that lesson about, you don't stretch yourself a little too thin, girl, you tired, you're overwhelmed, you're not getting things done. In the current role that I'm in, I'm only saying yes to the things that truly serve me, okay? And you should too. Saying no is not selfish. It's making space for things that actually matter. So the next time somebody asks you to, hey, let's go to happy hour, when you know for a fact that you said you were going to the gym after work, no. I want this 2025 body, baby. I can't go to happy hour. I have an appointment. No, no is an answer. You don't have to explain yourself. You know the goals that you have set forth for yourself. Stick to them. So let's recap really quick. Reflect on 2024. What worked for me? What didn't work? Set your intentions for Q4. Create smart goals. Create smart goals, okay? Build routines that actually support the goals that you have set forth. And most importantly, get that accountability in place and set you some boundaries, girl. Don't let nobody knock you off what you know you need to be focused on. You do not need a new year to start fresh. You can start these things right now. You can start leveling up right now. And I promise that the 2025 you is gonna thank you for it. You got this, girl. You got it. I want to hear from you. Drop me a comment and let me know one thing you'll be focusing on for Q4. If you like this video, if you like content that is about growth, lifestyle, womanhood, everything that's going to help you to level up in your everyday life, then this is the channel for you. I'm just getting started, honey. Trust me. Let me know what you think. Again, drop me a line and I will see you next time.